Hello everyone, Darth Vegan here, and welcome to another election prediction, this time for April 2024. And yeah, so current prediction, Labour majority 268, with Tories on 90, Labour 459 and Lib Dems 49. Reform 0, Greens 2, SNP 28, Plaid Cymru 4. And now I haven't looked at the map yet. I haven't looked at the current map. So here we go. A lot of those SNP gains from last month, in terms of the prediction, actually coming from Labour, it seems. But anyway, shall I go to YME, this one, YPMS, and now we're going to start in Northern Ireland, and I'm not going to do what I usually do, where I basically copy the results of the last election, because we kind of have some data out where Sinn Féin and the SDLP have the same seats they had last time, but it's projected that the DUP will lose a couple of seats. One in Belfast East to the Alliance Party, and then also the one in Antrim South to the UUP, the more moderate Unionist Party, whereas the DUP tends to be more conservative. So then, yeah, the SNP have, it also seems they've picked off support from the Tories in Scotland as well. So, and also a seat from the Lib Dems. So, anyway, let me fill in the Lib Dem seats, because there are now only 4 of them in Scotland projected. Orkney and Shetland in East 5, Edinburgh, North West, and then Mid and Bartonshire, and then Western Isles for Labour, and also all of Glasgow, and Rutherglen, and only one in Renfrewshire now, the most western one, and then Western Bartonshire as well, and Hamilton, Coatbridge, and Adrian Shotts. I want to say that's Motherwell and Wishaw. And then Dunfermline, Kirkcaldy, and Cowdenbeath. And then that one that I can't seem to remember. Glenrothes. Cool. And then, obviously, this one is a hold. Going to pick up those 2 other Edinburgh seats. The SNP will and then in Mid Lothian and East Lothian, and the Tories with Dumfriesshire, Berwickshire, and in Gordon, and the SNP just with the rest of this. It said 28 on the poll, so yeah, SNP with 28. So a couple in Aberdeenshire, and then in Galloway from the Tories, and some of the central belt from Labour in terms of their support since last month. And I do wonder why they're suddenly experiencing an increase in their support. I mean, well, they did the new hate crime legislation went through yesterday, so on that I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, move on to the north. I can point out that the Lib Dems will retain their seat in Westmoreland and Lonsdale and pick up Harrogate and Knaresborough. And then in Sheffield, Hallam, Cheadle and Hazel Grove, not Tatton. Pardon me. And then the Tories in Fylde, in Lancashire, and then Yorkshire, Richmond and Northallerton, the Prime Minister's seat, though further it could go. I want to say Labour, but yeah, and then Thirsk, Morton, Wetherby, and then in Burlington, Goole, and Brigg and Immingham, and then it's the north, and projected to be the biggest Labour landslide in history, so basically all of this is projected to go Labour. So pardon me if it's a little bit boring. Oh, and then the Speaker's seat. Anyway, I think I'm either going to skip that or speed it up, because I was pretty much silent, just filling that in. And then we go to Wales, where, let me get Plaid Cymru up. So, Carmarthenshire, Ceredigion, with Vermont and Anglesey. And the Tories projected to hold Brecon, Radnor and Cwm Tower, and then Labour everywhere else, I think yes. Yeah. So, same as last month in Wales, really. And then the West Midlands, where the Lib Dems projected to hold the North Shropshire, which they won in a by-election a few years ago, and then Tories in South Shropshire and North Herefordshire, also Wyre Forest, Redditch, and oh god, there's so many places to remember that it's difficult sometimes. So yeah, Solihull, and then Stratford-upon-Avon, South Staffordshire, Cannock Chase. No, that is Aldridge and Brownells, and then Lichfield. Rest of the West Midlands is projected Labour territory. Obviously Stoke and Black Country, going down to Birmingham, and Coventry, obviously, and then not much of Warwickshire. Oh, some of Worcestershire and Herefordshire as well. And then East Midlands, Conservatives projected to hold much of Lincolnshire being a very conservative area. And Rutland as well. And then Bosworth, and I would say that's Leicestershire, South West or something. And then in Daventry and South Northamptonshire, and then Labour in Lincoln itself, sort of the only one in the sort of main bit of Lincolnshire. And then, well, all of Nottinghamshire, including Newark, which is more conservative than the rest of the county, and picking up that one from Lee Anderson, who is now Reform, by the way. He's part of Reform UK now. And all of Derbyshire there, much of Leicestershire, and then Wellingborough, Kettering and Corby. There we go. Then in East Anglia, Lib Dems in North Norfolk, as well as West Cambridgeshire, South Cambridgeshire, and then Chelmsford, which I think is a change from last month. One that is not a change, as it's a hold, is St Albans. Then Conservatives holding into Hartsmere and Broxbourne in Hertfordshire. As well as much of Essex, as it is a very conservative county. Including the seats of Badenoch, Patel and cleverly. Obviously Clacton, because... Yep. And then West Suffolk, though I don't think Matt Hancock will be standing for the Conservative Party, so it will be someone else in Liz Truss constituency, and then... Yeah. That's it for the Conservatives in the East, I think. No. Mid Norfolk is also going to be held by the Conservatives. And then, yeah, the rest of this, Labour. Which, considering these are rural areas of, Norfolk and Suffolk, it does seem unlikely, but I would have thought the Greens would be stronger in Suffolk. You'd think so, but yeah, all of Bedfordshire, and then Peterborough. And then in London, Tories holding on to the Elbexon Sidcup and Hornchurch Romford. I think that is it. Yeah. And then Lib Dems in Kingston. And these other ones. I know one of them is Sutton Cheam. I think one is Wimbledon. Yeah. London, Labour City. So. There we go. Oh, I forgot about that one in Thurrock as well. And then we get to an area that's not usually interesting in elections, as it usually is just very conservative, but yeah, we have a lot of you have quite a few Lib Dem and Labour seats in the southeast. Starting in Kent. So they'll be picking up Sevenoaks and basically Maidstone as well. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that one in Sheppey is sort of hold. There we go. And then I'm gonna say, yeah, Sandwich and yes, that, and then Thanet East, Canterbury. Canterbury is a Labour hold anyway, so, and then Dover, Folkestone, and Ashford. Also Hastings, as well as Sussex Weald, Crawley, Kempstown Hove, there we go, as well as Worthing, and Chichester. And then Lib Dems, Horsham, Loo, and Eastbourne. Obviously, Greens, Brighton Pavilion. And and then Conservatives in the rest of Sussex. Now, is this... Yeah. That is not Jeremy Hunt's seat. Which one is Jeremy Hunt? Huh. I know he's somewhere in Surrey. But where exactly, I'm not entirely sure. Nah. Anyway. So yeah, Labour in Spelthorne, Reigate. Epsom, and East Surrey. And then Lib Dems in Guildford, Dorking, and Eastern Walton. Conservatives in Runnymede, Woking. That one, and then Godalming and Ash, as well as Farnham. Then Labour, Isle of Wight, Portsmouth, Fareham, whichever this one is called. Oh, Hamble Valley. And Southampton. There was Basingstoke and Northwest Hampshire. Anyway. Lib Dems, Eastleigh, and Winchester. Tories everywhere else, including New Forest. And Tories holding on to Wokingham and Maidenhead. Although Theresa May did say she's going to stand down at the next election as an MP, and she's quite a popular MP in her area, so I've heard that it could go Lib Dem. But yeah, they're saying it's Tory for now. Newbury for the Lib Dems, and then Redden for Labour, Bracknell, Windsor, and Slough. Then in Buckinghamshire, Cheshire and Amersham, which was gained in the by-election for the Lib Dems, and Conservatives retaining the very safe Beaconsfield, and mid Buckinghamshire, Labour everywhere else, Aylesbury, North Buckinghamshire, and Milton Keynes. I'm tired. Oh, so yeah, Oxford itself. There's two gains with the Labour and the Lib Dems. Tories holding on to Whitney and Henley. Labour picking up Wantage, Bicester, and Banbury. You can tell I'm tired. Me forgetting all these names. So Gloucester, all of this. No Tories in Gloucestershire. With Lib Dems in Thornbury and Yate and in Cheltenham. Yes, it was a struggle to remember that. Labour in Swindon. There we go. Swindon South was being a bit annoying there. As well as Salisbury and southwest of Wiltshire. With East Wiltshire being the only Tory hold. And then these other two. Divisors, and we're checking on the progress of Bristol Central. Okay. Not quite as green as last time, but still gonna go green. Phil and Bradley Stoke. The rest of Bristol Labour and wait. Yeah, no, that's all Labour. There's a Jacob Rees-Mogg somewhere in there. Bath, Lib Dem hold. A lot of this is Lib Dem projected. Bridgewater and Western-super-Mare. Labour, and then all these Wells, Glastonbury, Yeovil, not Honiton, West Dorset, and that's Mid Dorset. Anyway, Tories on them to Christchurch and North Dorset, and Labour sweeping this southern coast, including Bournemouth. And these three, Tiverton, Minehead, Honiton, and Exmouth. Lib Dems in North Devon and what's that? South Devon and Newton Abbot. Labour somehow in Torbay, which is interesting. That's not really something I was expecting. Quite strong Tory, I think. But they just about take it. Well, that's basically a three-way. Oh, okay. Cool. North Cornwall and St Ives for the Lib Dems, and then the rest of Cornwall projected for the Labour Party. So yes, here it is. I mean, some polls are suggesting that the Tories could potentially fall behind the Lib Dems. But this is obviously averaging those polls, and yeah. So they're not quite there, but yeah. The Conservatives still projected to lead the opposition at this point. But yeah. And then Labour, with their largest majority ever. Before I think it said 459, but it does include the Speaker seat, and he did originally come from the Labour Party, so yeah. So yeah. And actually, much of this Tory vote is actually going to reform, but because Reform UK is so spread out, they're not going to win any seats, and so therefore, yeah, it seems that the Lib Dems have actually gained quite a bit since last month. Probably about 10, I think. Same with the S&P with gain of 10 from last month. And yes, Tories have managed to lose, what was it? I want to say it was 113 last month projected for them, which means they've gone down by 23. And that's just since last month. Since last month's prediction, which was still a Tory wipeout. But yeah, anyway. If you enjoyed this video, maybe think about subscribing. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And goodbye. And I suppose the next one will be, well, if I get it out get it done on the 1st of May, that'll be one day before the local elections. So yeah.